Hi there, and welcome back to another Sunday Stroll. As you can see, the land doesn't look much different. It's still quiet and wintry, and there's forecasts for more snow. But even though it looks like nothing is growing, there is a lot going on in terms of planning and decision making. So I wanted to share some of those ideas that we're tossing about with you. And one of the big shifts in focus this year and in our new farm is that we are growing a lot less flower varieties on purpose. In previous seasons and in our last farm, we grew a lot of different flower varieties. And that made sense then because our focus was on creating beautiful bouquets for our CSA members as well as garden-inspired arrangements for weddings and events. But our focus has changed for this new farm, and we are making crop planting decisions based on several varieties. At our new farm, we're focusing on growing fewer varieties, but high value crops. And high value just doesn't mean high financial value. It also means high return on a lot of different levels. High value to me means crops that earn their place in the garden in multiple ways. Number one, they are in demand in my sales channels. And for our new location, that means high-end markets, wholesale to floral designers, weddings and events, and on-farm workshops. They perform well in this climate. They're considered premium specialty blooms and thus earn a high price per stem as well. They are beautiful, reliable, and meaningful to work with. These are flowers that designers want, that photograph beautifully, that guests recognize and remember. They support the business and the experience I'm trying to create here. These are the high value crops I'm focusing on for this season. Number one are peonies. Yes, they have a short season, but they have incredibly high impact and a high price per stem. Designers love them and retail clients love them. Bearded iris and allium bring structure and early season interest. I just love their architecture, their elegance, and they add something a little unexpected to arrangements, especially for high-end work. Delphinium gives height and drama. It's a flower that instantly elevates an arrangement, and it plays beautifully in weddings and large-scale design. Lysianthus and Campanula are workhorses for designers. They're so versatile and refined and in constant demand. Dahlias are a late season anchor crop for us. There are so many different varieties and colors. I just love them all. They're ideal for events, workshops, and for market customers who want something bold and special. And finally, roses. They offer that romantic, garden inspired aesthetic to designs. They connect directly to weddings and to experiences on the farm. This is a schematic of our perennial field. At the moment, we've got 6 50-foot beds, but we do have room to expand to about 12 more 50-foot beds if we wanted. There's about 100 peonies, and interplanted amongst that are the bearded iris, the allium, the delphinium, echinops, as well as perennial scabiosa. There's a few other perennials in there as well that I'm trying out. This is a schematic of our annual beds. The shorter 60-foot beds are where we're planting our snapdragons, Campanula, Lysianthus, and the longer 100-foot beds are mostly for dahlias. We will be interplanting the dahlias with successions of sunflowers. We're trying that out this year. Fingers crossed. I think it's going to work great. I'll let you know. I've also got zinnias and straw flowers here, and while they're not high value crops in terms of price per stem, I just absolutely love them and I want to grow them. And this is how we've planted our roses. We've planted this in a cottage garden style with filler flowers around the perimeter and roses as the focal in the middle. The filler flowers include Baptisia, Caryopteris, Calamintha, Feverfew, Rudbeckia, Asters, and a few others. But the focal are really the roses here, and it's designed so that people can walk through this cottage garden and really interact with the flowers and cut if they want. We've also planted throughout the farm some flowering shrubs, which include hydrangea, forsythia, spirea, lilac, and there's a few others. There's a patch of hellebore and anemone, and these are considered high value crops as well. They are just smaller patches at the moment. I continue to add new varieties to them and increase my inventory. I'm also growing some ranunculus out in the field. Again, this is a small patch, and as I perfect that growing technique, I will be adding more ranunculus to grow and sell. In our veggie garden, we've got some echinacea and some phlox and some other garden flowers planted throughout as well. There are a lot of plants that I won't be growing this year, and that's okay. Sometimes letting go is how you expand the farm. Every season going forward, I'll be asking myself for every crop, does it support the life and the business that I'm building here? And if the answer is no, then I let it go. Narrowing my focus is not about limitation. It's about producing quality flowers for my community and my clients and providing them with the opportunity and the experience to connect with nature. Thanks for taking a Sunday stroll with me. I'll see you next week.